Welcome to Henry Disc Golf. Here's the back nine of the channel. We have hole number 10 here. We have hole number 10 here. We're going to go ahead and throw it. It's what, 405 feet?
440 feet.
440, sorry. I don't know how to read the sign when I walk up here. So it's 440 feet up the hill. We have a headwind coming at us. We're going to throw the pink Enigma.
Okay, we're gonna go with a Star Valkyrie. It's pretty straight, slightly. Gonna get it to flip up, throwing it on some hyzer here. Just trying to get as much distance as possible.
Go. It's a good shot.
Yep, that'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. All right, we got Whitney on the tee pad here. She is going to be throwing her soul. Not bad. All right, so here are the results after Whitney's drive. She's going back to the soul again. She still has 315 feet or so up to the basket. Also is uphill. That one was a good little rip. All right, here are the results of Whitney's second shot. Not bad. That'll give you an upshot.
So we're gonna go with my Black Marvel here. Got about 100 feet uphill. We're just gonna throw it high and to the right and let it fade in next to the basket. That's gonna hold straight.
Hyzer. Sit. That should still be early enough to have a putt.
Yeah.
Alright guys, here we are. The results of my drive. I would say this is probably right at about 100 feet uphill. Maybe a little bit further than that. We're going to go ahead and give the AVR a little bit of hyzer. Give it a little bit more power because we are throwing uphill. There it is. Alright, so here are the results from Whitney's third shot. She is now throwing her berg up, about a 75-footer uphill. Getting it up there. Still a little short. That was a good up.
Okay. Slightly inside the circle with an uphill putt. I'm just going to try to jam this one in there with a little bit of power.
Oh! There it is.
Well, that'll be a par.
You're going to tap mine in?
Tap yours in?
Yeah. I can't let go of my cart. It'll go rolling down the hill. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to hole number 11. This one is a 415-foot par 4. It is basically straight ahead. They did finally take this one out of the woods, back into the open placement. We're just going to go ahead and rip an Enigma, a little bit of width on it. Try to see if we can't get it down by the basket. Oh, that came out a little early.
Gonna be skipping up by the other pin placement.
Yeah, that was a shot for the other pin. Holy cow.
Yeah, we're throwing that Valkyrie that we just threw on hole 10 and getting basically the same shot out of it. Yeah, it's just early, getting some really good flip out of it though. There we go. Take that.
All right, up next we have Miss Whitney. She's throwing her reddish pink sole. I don't know what it is, red or pink, I don't know. Pink? Yeah, we'll go with pink. Throwing her pink sole. Better, you're kind of in between the enough power and not enough power. All right, so here are the results of Whitney's first throw. She's going to wipe the disc off. Give this one another rip. There it is. The more she plays, the better she's getting.
So we're probably around 100 feet. As I have the tree line right in front of me, I'm going to try to get this PD low with some hyzer. As I under the low-hanging branches off to the right here and get it to try to skip over into the basket so we can just tap out a putt. Oh, I caught an almost invisible branch that I didn't see.
All right, so here are the results of Whitney's second shot. Try to see if we can get the shot here. Oh, she just hung it out really wide, got it to turn over.
Put some power behind it.
She gave it the beans! All right, guys, so here are the results from my drive. Definitely had it go too left. Got a little tree right in front of us, but we're going to try to throw a nice smooth shot with the AVR down through there, put it under the basket, potentially card a birdie. That was a good result. Tickled a tree branch, knocked it back into the middle of the fairway, or in the middle of the gap that I was looking at, and gave myself a putt.
Other foot here.
Ooh, that was a good up, Whitney.
Okay, well, we probably got about 70-ish feet still left, so we're, for the most part, just trying to get this up to the basket. So we're going to give it a little jump putt up to the basket. And I put it next to a tree, or into the trees, but trying to give it too much height.
All right, guys, here are the results from my upshot. We have what, about a 20-footer? Somewhere in there. It's inside 20 feet. Woo! Sorry if that clipped. That was barely in there.
Okay. Putting for par, similar distance to Jerry. We're going to try to get this in here.
Oh, just to the am side.
Yeah.
Here's Whitney's putt for bogey. There it is. Good putt.
And here's the bogey to tap it out. Okay.
All right, guys, welcome to hole 12. This is a 150-foot par 3. We're looking at a little turnover shot here, just in the tree line. Try to see if we can have a decent run at it today. Oh, that was looking pretty good.
Okay. We're going to forehand my distortion. Just try to get it under the basket. Try to get a stroke back on the course here.
Good run.
That's up there. We will be able to get a putt at it.
All right, here we go. We have Whitney throwing her pink sole. Little too early. Definitely going to be a tough shot being behind the tree line there. All right, here we are. This is the results of Whitney's first throw. She really doesn't have a lot going for her here.
There you go.
She threw it to where we can't see it, hit the big rocks, and dropped down. All right, so here's the result of Whitney's upshot. Ooh, that was a great run at the basket. All right, guys, here we are with the results of my throw. Said clip that branch, kicked me off to the right here. We can definitely try to see if we can give this a run. I am outside the circle, so I can have a little step forward when I putt. Oh.
Result from my drive, we're about 15, 20 feet. Got the elevated basket. I'm going to try to get a stroke back. There we go.
Good putt.
Got the first birdie of the round. Do that number.
Ooh, that almost got through.
Okay, welcome to hole 13. It is about 220 feet straight down the tunnel. You do got kind of a low ceiling with some hanging branches. We're just going to throw my marble straight up the gut and try to get it next to the basket. Oh, too much hyzer. Inside. It's my usual miss. Yeah, I got it.
All right. So I'm going with the Cosmic Fury Lochs Vapor Logic. This has been one of my main throwing putters here lately. Very much enjoy it. Been throwing it on the shot for a while now. Just going to try to throw it flat with a little bit of hyzer. Let the thing ride. Oh, too low. What are you doing, Jerry? I don't know.
It's okay, I don't need.
All right, so here is Whitney. Whitney is throwing her pink soul. That was a good rip. Good throw, Whitney. All right, so here we are. We have my shot and Franklin's shot just in front of me here. Say what, about a 80-foot up shot. Slightly uphill, just barely. A little short, but that's a putt.
Okay, we're just going to get this up there and try to keep a par intact. That's going to be well short. Should have thrown it.
All right, there's Whitney's upshot. Good.
Okay, this is where my upshot putt landed. We got about 20, 25 feet. We're going to try to make sure that we put this in the basket. Stay in control.
Boom, good putt. I think it's you, Whitney. You're just out.
Good par save.
Oh. And that, folks, is why she turbo selling. There you go. Bogey for Whitney, pars for me and Franklin. Moving on to hole number 14.
Okay. We got about a 500-foot hole on hole 14. I'm going to go ahead and just throw a shot straight out and try to get a little bit up the hill that's in frame so that I have a little bit of a flatter shot coming back or towards the basket. Get up there. Keep going. Yep. Right where I wanted it.
I hate this.
All right, guys. Probably about a 515-foot hole. We're going to be throwing the pink Enigma on a hyzer. Not trying to land on the hill. We're actually trying to land on the bottom of the hill. Try to see if we can push as much distance as possible out of this shot. Should be pretty decent. Oh, also we are off to the left-hand side of the camera because this tee pad is almost surrounded by mini evergreen pine trees. So one of those. Here is Whitney throwing her pink soul again. Throwing it out there. Should be okay. Second shot, hopefully get it down towards the bottom of the hill. All right, here's the results from Whitney's drive. She's going to find her footing here. Threw it right through there. Definitely still going to be in the mud, but she has a shot there. So here are the results from Whitney's second shot. She's throwing for 3. Hopefully she can get it out into the flat portion by the hill. No, she did not. That's a pretty decent splash.
Through my drive, got it to where I wanted. I'm about even height with the basket. I got still a good 350, 400 feet left to the pin. I'm going to throw my red Valkyrie again. We're going to try to leave it on a little bit more ante so that it stays to the right of the basket, and it should have enough stability to kind of work its way back if I overturn it.
He's also dealing with a slight tailwind right to left a little bit.
Sit. It did get a skip down the hill.
A little bit down the hill.
I was a weak.
All right, guys. Here are the results from my shot. Probably say we have probably about 300 feet in from here. I'm going to take the Hawkeye, throw it out a little wide, let the thing just come back down the hill. Oh, a little too wide. That'll be fine. So we did miss Whitney's 4th shot. That was her 5th shot. Nice little up there. All right, guys, here we are. The results of my second throw. Just going to try to throw a light little layup here. Try to keep it a little bit on the top side of the hill. Good sit.
Good shot. Good layup.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is my second shot. I'm about 60 feet out and going for 3. So I'm going to give this a bid. Again, I would like to get around even to under par today. So I'm kind of running out of holes to do so. So this is an opportunity to try to put the biscuit in the basket. It's short. Way short. Okay. It's set, so we got a par.
Sit. Holy cow. That was one hell of a roll. Get up.
There you go. Jeez. Tapping out a par. Welcome to hole 15, It is 355 feet. So he's going to be straight ahead, as with a little bit of a left finish down the hill. So you want to make sure that you get this punched out nice and flat and then let the disc do the work. And make sure that it's driving forward and not fading off too quickly with something a little too overstable. So let's see what we can do. That's going to be a little too left and tight, but we should have an open look at a putt.
All right, guys, we're going with the Castleplace Lots. We're going to throw it flat and straight here, and then just let the thing dump at the end to try to go in towards the basket. It's coming in pretty decent. If that doesn't get kicked down by the trees, that should be all right. Whitney, 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 Whitney. Gotta do something to cheer her up. She's pretty pissed off about that 9 she just took. She's throwing her turquoise soul. This is a pretty decent shot. She'll definitely have a look down the hill from there. So here are the results from Whitney's drive. She just needs to rip this one nice and smooth out to the left, or out to the right. Just let the thing hyzer down the hill. She let it go a little too early. That shouldn't be too bad, hopefully giving her a little shot into the basket. All right, here are the results of Whitney's second throw. She's now throwing for 3, throwing her berg.
Oh,
that was a pretty good look. Just clipped the tree and dropped it.
okay, we got about 70 footer. We're going to go ahead and try to give it a stab and see what happens. Nope, too high.
All right, guys, here are the results of my drive. A little early. I think I probably came through the tree here and hit down. I do have a couple low-hanging branches right out in front of me here, so we're just going to try to keep it low, zip it into the basket. This is about a 40-foot putt, maybe a little less than that.
Oh.
It was a good run.
Well, we got about 20 feet left after running that putt. We're just going to get the biscuit in the basket here. Solid putt there.
All right, here are the results from my putt. Just chained out. Nothing wrong with hearing chains, but definitely would have liked to see that go in. And Whitney with her tapping.
Okay, welcome to hole 16. We got 295 feet straight ahead. We got to try to throw over these dirt piles here in order to make it to the basket so that we can go out and try to card a birdie. Stay up. Gotta be kidding.
Hopefully I wasn't in the shot too much there. All right. If you would have heard Whitney there, she said, "What? That's stupid." But she whispered it so nobody could hear it. But I'll say it. What? Those dirt mounds are stupid. That should be good. Yeah. So you probably just want to throw out over there. Basically, just try to throw over the mountains. She's gonna try to throw over the mountains, guys. I'm gonna leave that one in just because of that. Yay!
Went over
All
Everest.
right, guys, here are the results from Whitney's drive. She did make it over the mountains of dirt. We're going to call them mountains from now on because it's more fun that way. Come on, girl. Get some power. There you go. That one had the power on it.
Okay, so I'm on top of the dirt mounds. I got about 80 feet. We're just going to throw it up to the basket. Oops. That's probably
That was a good upshot.
Thank you.
She was like, yeah, mustard? I got mustard. All right. So here are the results from my drive. About a 25-footer on a hillside, little bit awkward stance. Short. Good run. All right, I'm going to tap out while everybody else gets ready to do their thing.
I don't think Whitney's in frame, but
She's in frame.
Oh, she is. Nice.
I made sure I could see her disc on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Well, I adjusted for you because you weren't in frame originally.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
no, she was still in frame.
Cool.
I'm going to have to delete all that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Or just leave it. Who cares?
Yeah. It's raw disc golf.
When you play disc golf with microphones.
Welcome to hole 17. We got 430 feet, just straight ahead, slightly uphill. I'm going to be going with my Star Valkyrie, just trying to throw a nice straight shot, cut off a good amount of distance. It's going to cut off some distance, but that's way to the right.
I've been over there. Well, it's a good shot up to the basket from there.
Yeah.
We're going to go first run era. I do throw that disc pretty far.
Yeah.
All right. Up now, standing. A whopping 5'2".
Sorry, 4'11".
I was guessing. I didn't want to be too short.
Doesn't think she's close to 5 feet.
You said 4'11".
Yeah, she said 4'11".
All right, so here we are at the results from Whitney's first shot. She's still got quite a bit to get to the basket. She's waving bye to it. All right, so here are the results of Whitney's second shot. A little on the hillside, a little bit of tough footing there. It's nice and smooth. That was decent. Should hopefully have an upshot from there.
So I bit off a good chunk. And distance-wise, we still got probably 100 feet from the pin. I'm going to go with my black marble. I got to power up on it a little bit, give it some hyzer. We should get up to the basket.
Good shot.
Looks like a really good throw.
All right, here are the results of Whitney's third shot. Getting up there. Still left it quite a bit short, but it was an uphill throw. All right, guys, so here are the results of my drive. We still have about, let's say, $120 into the basket, slightly uphill. We're going to go with the jawbreaker zone. Nice smooth shot, a little wide, a little bit of power. That is up inside the little cove that's up there. All right, here are the results after Whitney's fourth shot. Ooh, gave her a little bit of a scare there for her 5. She'll be tapping in for 6. All right, so here we are after that upshot. Tapping in for a birdie 3. Franklin also tapped in for his birdie 3. Whitney for a double bogey 6.
Okay. Welcome to hole 18. We got downhill about 345 feet, and I'm going to go ahead and throw my Star Valkyrie. Just trying to throw it out nice and wide and letting it fade in towards the basket. Let's see what we can do. It's going to be short, possibly. Yeah, it's short. Okay, we're in the open.
All right. So there is a tail crosswind coming through, kind of left to right. We're going to throw the Hawkeye, a little bit of width on some hyzer, try to see if we can get it down to the basket. A little short, but that'll definitely play. So here up we have Whitney throwing her pink soul. Getting it some whip, getting it down the hill. She's at the bottom of the hill, behind the water. All right, so here are the results from Whitney's drive. She's going to pick up that soul and throw it again. That's a pretty decent throw. It'll be in the slushy stuff down there, but that'll be good. So here are the results of Whitney's second throw. Throw in another soul. Get up there, get up, get up, get up. That'll be a look at a putt.
Okay, we're about 80 feet out, roughly, so we're just going to throw it up and take a par and go from there.
What the?
I don't know what happened.
I was gonna say, make sure you throw it up and not throw up.
Yeah, that was a throw
That was
up.
pretty throw up of a throw.
Yeah.
Holy buckets.
Yeah, holy bucket. Well, after that, I don't know what happened upshot. I'm looking at trying to just take and put it under the basket, get a bogey, and call it a day after not playing for 3 weeks. So I will make excuses. I'm not a good disc golfer. I'll leave that one short. I'll have a longer putt than what I want, but that's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna throw
All right, so here are the results after my drive. Like I said, came up shorter than what I wanted. We're still looking at a putt just outside the circle, right about 30, 35 feet.
Nah.
Great putt. Okay, we got about 25 feet for a putt here. We're just going to go ahead and try to get it in and end out the round.
There it is. Good putt.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, so that is going to go ahead and wrap up the back nine of this video with Franklin and Whitney. Thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like the video. I believe I shot a down 11 today. Franklin shot probably a +1. Whitney, too many. But that's the way it works sometimes. Have a great day. Make it good for somebody else.